Okay, viewers, we're back. Okay, with this 2015 Dodge Grand Caravan. All right, and this video is going to be part 2, because I don't want to have this video being too long. All right, so I'm gonna put it into 2 parts. All right, and in the first part of this video, we were working on the bank 1 of this vehicle. Okay, and I was working on the camshaft. All right, the exhaust camshaft, which I had removed, but I had reinstalled due to the fact that the new one that I got, I don't really like to see how in the back, you know, has a little like opening. So I just decided to reuse, because it's not that the camshaft is damaged. Okay, it's just that because I'm here, I just wanted to replace. But I'm being real, I didn't get the original, because the original camshaft, when I called the dealer and asked for this one here alone, which is the right intake camshaft, the dealer told me it was like $589 plus tax. So I'm like, okay, thank you. So I just decided to go with the one that I purchased online, which was much cheaper, but it's the same thing, and it's here in the pack. Okay, it's brand new. All right, and this is the right intake. Okay, this is this one right here, the right intake. So we're gonna replace this one now. All right, and then we're gonna try to get the car moving. However, before we do that, okay, this exhaust camshaft that I had replaced, I put some oil right between the caps, okay, and the camshaft itself, and you know, on the camshaft lube I put some oil, but I didn't use assembly lube. Okay, and that would be the best. But I went to the store to go and pick up an ignition coil, okay, because the coil that was inside this spark plug well was busted, and it was really hard to remove. I guess because they work on this car before, and the mechanic didn't put any grease, okay, at the spark plug boot or the tip of the spark plug, okay, for it not to seize. All right, there are certain grease that you can put, dielectric grease, in order for the spark plug not to the coil not to seize on the spark plug. And this was the coil that was in there. It's the name is blue streak. Okay, and if you can see, okay, it came off from here, and the boot was stuck inside and hard to remove. But I had already removed most of it, but I think there's still a little piece in there, but it's dark, you can't really see, but you can feel it, it's inside. So I'm going to try to see how I can take it out from in there. Then I also got brand new spark plugs, okay, that I'm going to replace, because I'm all the way at this point here. Okay, this ignition coil is a Duralast. All right, but the original for this engine here is the Mopar. Okay, that's original, right? But since that one is broken and I want to get the car moving, okay, I decided to get this Duralast, but I'm gonna order the original coil. Okay, and I got some brand new Champion spark plug to put inside, because I pull out one of the spark plug already, and this is what it looks like. Okay, it's not too bad. Okay, let me try to zoom better. Yeah, it's not too bad, but you know, since I'm already here, it's best that I just replace them all, because you know, I'm already far inside the engine. So I'm gonna replace these, okay, all the spark plugs with brand new Champion spark plugs that I also had already gotten from the store, because this car carries Champions. That's the original spark plug, and that's what I want to put inside the car. So I have me, see, some brand new Champion. Okay, there we go. So I'm gonna put these in, all right, and we're gonna take it from there. So but for right now, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna loosen the caps, okay, but I'm not gonna do all of them. I'm gonna do them one at a time, okay. These caps that I had installed, okay, they're just snug, they're not tightened or anything, because I was waiting on the other camshaft, okay, to install the other camshaft. Then I was gonna torque everything together to make sure that I torque everything, okay. So it's not torqued down or anything, it's just laying down there. So I'm going to remove them and put some assembly lube, okay, some assembly lube on each of the lobe and where the caps are, okay. So I'm going to do that now, okay. So I'm going to remove the first one, okay, this one right here, and make sure that your tool is set good inside these screws here. These are T30, but make sure it's set good because they're easy to strip, okay. So I'm going to lose this one, all right, lose the other one, okay, cool. All right, so I'm gonna remove the cap, okay. I'm gonna get the assembly lube, okay. Then I'm gonna put some right around the lobe, right there where the cap was at, right here, okay. So yep, that's okay right there, okay. Then I'm going to reinstall the cap and I'm going to do all of them, okay. Then I'll be right back. Okay viewers, success. All right, let me show you why I'm going to replace this camshaft, okay. Now if you look at the lobes, look at these ones here, they're nice and smooth, okay. But when you look at this one, all right, you could see it's worn, okay. It's all chewed up, it's worn, it's not good. So out with the old, in with the new, okay. So I'm just gonna do a comparison to make sure that everything is okay. And what is important is the numbers that tells you what camshaft it is, okay. And it's these right here, all right. Here you could see, okay. Let me see if I raise it, yeah. Let me see if you could see, okay. See there where it says RI, right intake, and 3.6 L, okay. 3.6 liter will be replaced. And this is the bad rocker arm right here, real broken. All right, got to replace. Okay viewers, I was comparing both camshaft, okay, to see if they are the same. And if you look very closely, this one here is the one that I took out. So that's the old one, and this is the brand new one. Okay, so I was looking here in the back to see if everything is aligned. Okay, so that's the damaged camshaft lobe, and this is the new one. This is the new one. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna get some brake clean. I'm gonna clean this up. Okay, after I clean it up, I'm gonna put some assembly lube on the journals and the lobes and the journals. All right, then I'm going to reinstall. Okay, and this was what I was trying to explain, to know if you get the right camshaft. Okay, if you look at it, okay, see where it says 3.6L, so that means for that engine, and you can see RI, right intake. Okay, so it's the same thing. Okay, this one also has it also, see, 3.6 and RI. Okay, so now I'm gonna clean this up with some brake clean and install, then I'll get back to you again. Okay, all right. Okay, welcome back again. All right, as you can see, I had already have the intake camshaft installed. Okay, see, it's nice, brand new. Okay, in this corner here, yes, that was the corner with the damaged rocker arm. Okay, and the damaged camshaft lobe. Okay, but if you look closely, everything is nice. See where it meets, where it's shiny right there. Oh, you could see the lube. Hey, nice. All right, nice. Now if you see the opening on the caps, that's because now I'm going to torque these down at 89 inch-pounds. Okay, 89 inch-pounds. Then I'm going to torque these cam phaser bolts. Okay, this cam phaser bolts, this one and the other one on the exhaust side. Okay, yeah, that one there. All right, those are going to be 118 foot-pounds, and the caps are going to be 89 inch-pounds. There's a difference between foot-pounds and inch-pounds. Okay, and here I have my torque wrench. Okay, this one here, see, it has the 36 millimeter in order to torque these. Okay, all right, and this torque wrench goes all the way up to, I think, 150. Okay, let me capture it for you real good and so you can see. Okay, see, it says torques foot-pound. Okay, it goes to 150. So I will use this to torque those. And this one here, okay, this one is a 1/4 inch. All right, the first one I showed is a 1/2 inch. This one is a 1/4 inch with the, it's because of the glue, with the T30. Okay, see, there we go. Where's the size? Right there, see, T30. Okay, and this is what we're gonna use to torque the caps at 89 inch-pounds. And if you look at the torque wrench right there, okay, I'm sorry for the view. Yes, you can see it says inch-pounds. Okay, and this goes up to 200 inch-pounds. So 89 inch-pounds is what we're going to put on this torque wrench to torque the caps, and 118 to torque these Camshaft bolts right here. Okay, so let's do that right now. Okay, I had already set my torque wrench at 89 inch-pounds. Okay, let's see if you could get a quick view in the shade. Oh, okay, right there, see 80, that's 80, that's 95. Okay, but it's at 89 because you see the line in the middle where it's pointing at the line right before the 10, that's 9. So 89 inch-pounds. Now we are going to torque all of the camshaft caps, the bearing caps, all of them. Okay, after we finish the torquing, then we will torque the Camshaft bolts, and then we are done with the head for now. Okay, all what we'll do after that is to reassemble the engine. Okay, to put back the valve covers and put back everything else that we need to put back, and then this car would be done. Okay, so I'm going to start to torque these down now. Okay, and it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Okay, 16 T30 screws, you know, or bolts. Let me say bolts, you know, because they are a bit long. So I will start now, and I will start with the pattern. Okay, the first one that I will start with the exhaust, with the one in the back. The exhaust I will start with. Okay, then I will go in and out. All right, so I will start with I will start with this, the second one, then I'll go outside. Okay, I'll torque these, the inside bolt, the outside, then I go to this one, torque these inside, outside, then I go to this one, inside, outside, then I come here, and then I do the other side, same thing, vice versa. Okay, torque these inside out, inside out, inside out, inside out. 89 inch-pounds. Okay. Okay. All right, job well done. Everything had been torqued down to spec. Okay, all the caps or the cam lobes, they are torqued down to specification, 89 inch-pounds. Okay, now only these two are left. I'm going to torque these to 118 foot-pounds. Okay, after I torque them to 118 foot-pounds, I'm going to remove the special tool that we have in there, that black special tool. Okay, all right, if you look at it at the front, yeah, this is what is holding the camshaft together. Can't even see it too clear. Yeah, right there, see how it's holding it together? So as soon as I torque those two Camshaft bolts to 118 foot-pounds, I'm gonna pull the tool from there. Then this vehicle will be ready to reassemble. Okay, the covers and everything. All right, also then I'm going to change the spark plugs. All right, but I'm going to do that on next time. I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to change the spark plugs and so forth and reassemble this vehicle tomorrow. Okay, so I'll continue this video tomorrow. I'll just tighten the bolts and remove the tool and get back to you before I close off. Okay, we are back. Now, as you can see, the tool, special tool, had been removed. Both Camshaft bolts had been reinstalled and torqued to specification. Also, all the cam lobes caps are in place. They are screwed down to specification. So we're gonna close off this video for today, and we're gonna resume tomorrow when we continue the setup of the remainder of the car. All right, we are back again working on this 2015 Dodge Grand Caravan. here, and I had already completed refurbishing the bank one head with the camshafts and the new hydraulic lifters and the new rocker arms. So now what we are going to do now is to replace these covers, okay, the cover for bank 1 and the cover for bank 2, okay, and we're gonna connect back all of our connectors and all of our hoses and everything, and then we're gonna do a startup in order to check that everything went well, okay. But before I do, I'll just pour some oil, okay, okay, on the cylinder head, and so that we don't have a dry start, okay. Which, even though I lube up everything and so forth, we won't have a dry start, but just for extra precaution, I'll just pour some oil, all right, and then from there I'll replace the valve covers on both banks, and then we'll take it from there, okay. Right here, if you notice, this is the cover for bank 1, okay. It doesn't have the oil filler neck to pour the oil, okay, because it goes in the back in bank 1. And what I have in there is this is a new gasket, okay, the new rubber gasket, because I'm going to remove the old one, which is this one here. I'm going to remove it, and I'm going to replace it with new rubber gasket before I replace the head, okay. And this is a set that I have here, because I'll also replace those on the intake manifold area, that is right here where we have these blue ones, okay. But these are still good, I don't really have to replace them, but since I'm already all the way here, okay, so I'm going to replace these two, okay. But before we do that, let me close this off. I don't want anything to fall inside there, okay. We are first going to clean the edges. If you look at the edges, see how dirty it is? Yeah, it's dirty, okay. And I don't want to reinstall the head with dirt, okay. Yes, I don't want to reinstall the cover with dirt, okay. So I'm going to clean both sides, okay. The bank 1, okay, I'm going to clean there, and I'm going to clean in the back. The back is not that dirty, okay, but I'm still going to clean it. And also this bank here, the one in the front, okay. If you look very closely, see, and sometimes when you put the cover, it doesn't go on straight flush, okay. You gotta like maybe wiggle it around, and you don't want all them dirt to go inside your machine, okay, and cause any kind of early damage, because you know, some of these dust might have material like metal shavings and could cause problems in your machine. So that's the next move. And if you look here, I have some shop rags, okay, these rags, and I have a brake clean, okay. So this is what I'm going to use to clean the edges, and then from there I'm going to go and remove the gasket, put the new valve cover gasket, and I'm gonna come and seal off the engine. I also want you to look here, okay. This area here is where the timing chain cover, which is this is the timing chain cover. It joins the cylinder block right here. There's a mating surface right here where you see that line where my finger is pointing. Yeah, they meet. That's a mating surface, and it has some little gauges to like let you know. So here, if you see, this is whole RTV, okay, rubber gasket seal, okay. So I'm going to remove that. Then I'm going to put a bead, okay, one here, okay, and one on the other side, okay. Likewise here too on this bank, same thing, okay. Okay, if you look here, you see there's little remnants of rubber seal right there, okay. So this got to come off, and on the other side also, you can barely see, but you get the picture, okay. So I'm gonna put some RTV All right, I have brand new RTV, and then from there I'm going to replace the valve cover gasket. I have brand new RTV I bought yesterday at the AutoZone. Okay, in order to, this is it right here. See, ultra black. If you look at it, see it has the oil pan and timing chain cover. So I'm gonna put a little bit and seal off this engine. Okay, see you soon. Okay, if you can notice, all right, I had already cleaned the surface. Okay, all right, it's not perfectly clean, but you know, you could see the big difference. All right, and on this side here, if you look very closely, I had already put a little bit of RTV. Okay, the one in the back I could hardly, oh damn, see, I didn't get it correct because I couldn't see to, oh yes, no, it's off. Yeah, it is off. It is off. It should be, damn, how did I miss that? It's a good thing I'm checking. Hey, I'm just gonna repeat using the camera so that I can get it right, and that little amount that is there, that is not a problem. That's not gonna do anything. Yeah, that's just gonna help to seal the motor. So let me come from here, put my hand here. Okay, come on. All right, now. Okay, cool. I'm just doing this in order to put the RTV where it's supposed. Yes, it's right there. As a matter of fact, I could put on the, yes, that's it right there. I can also put on the gasket before I reinstall. I'll put a little on it to make sure, but I'll try to see if I can actually wipe this off with this one right here. I'm sorry about that, but yeah, I don't want too much. Yes, wipe it towards outwards. Yes, okay, that's good, right there. Okay, with that we ain't gonna have no leak. Okay, all right, now that is done, let me cover the RTV so it doesn't get too hard. I will use some again on the other side. Right now I don't want it to get too hard, so I close it up, then we move over here. Okay, so now what's gonna happen, okay, we are going to remove this gasket now. Okay, so we'll get a pick. All right, and then we just in the end. Okay, we could just pry on it and pull. Pry from here. Okay, and pull up. Damn, got my finger. Nope. Yeah. Okay, since I have one hand doing this, I'm gonna get back when I had already removed the gasket and replace. Okay, here we go. Out with the old and in with the new. Now we are gonna go and try to see how we could get this installed on the car. Okay, all right. Okay, so this one will go in the back. Okay, so I'll turn it around this way. All right, cool. Okay, so let me double check, make sure that everything is in place, because I'm going to turn it over and I don't want anything to move, because I don't want no leaks. So everything has to be nice and seated nicely inside the valve cover. Okay, that's it. Now I'm gonna turn off the phone, the recording, so I could try to get the cover on, and I'll need both hands. Okay, as you can see, the valve cover for bank 1 is already been installed, but these bolts are not torqued yet, so you could still turn them by hand. Okay, so now I'm gonna torque all of these to 106 inch pounds, not foot pounds, inch pounds. All right, 106 inch pounds. And then I'm gonna go in a pattern. Okay, there's a pattern I'm gonna put on, I'm gonna put it on screen in order for you to see the pattern of how you're going about torquing the valve cover. Okay, then when we are done with the torquing and everything, then we're gonna move on to bank 2, which is the one in the front. I leave this for last because it's easier, it's all the way in the front, so I prefer to do the one in the corner first, the one in the back. So now we are going to torque these to 106 inch pounds. See, I have the torque wrench here ready. I'm just going to set my parameters. Then from there, I'm going to go ahead and torque all these screws that you see. Okay, so I'm going to start that now. When I'm done, then I'm going to resume.